everybody, I'm going to do a triple easel card this time. I'm speaking kind of loud because on my last video I noticed it was quite quiet. Right, so first of all I've took an A4 piece of card and I've measured from the top, sorry, get me ruler, 4 inches. So I've measured from the top 4 inches and scored all the way down, folded in half like that, and I've cut off an access. You'll have like a little bit at the bottom that needs to be cut off. Right then, so then what I did was I then measured, this is going to be my front, 4 inches scored from this end, 4 inches scored. You're then left with a square in the middle that's about 3.5 inches. Now, like the the double easel card, we again take the flaps back and we take the flaps back again, as you can see, but the middle one just folds back on itself. So basically you're doing that for the middle and taking them into the corners. Now what I did was, because this card, as you can, I don't know if you can see with the camera, you should be able to see anyway, it's got quite a lot of detail in. So what I did was, because it's an Unkidori card and it's embossed, I just got some sanding paper, slightly rubbed it over, and if you can see, it brings out all the white embossing, which I think looks really pretty. My choice. So now we're going to decorate it. So just to recap, A4 card, A5/4 score down, cut off a little bit of excess, 4/4 cut down. You've got 4x4 square and a 3.25 square in the middle that we're just turning over. Just to recap, I'm hoping my voice is loud enough, because last time it was so quiet even my husband said you couldn't hear me, and that's unusual. No laughing please. So got my little bits and bobs, and first of all I'm going to stick this as my first topper onto the front, which is obviously 3.5 by 3.5 square, and I've just put a little bit of contrasting card there because my other two ends are going to match this contrasting bit in the middle. So normally I use pin flare, but on the last video I noticed that while I was waiting for the pin flare to dry, it was going all over the place and pain, and I haven't got no tape runners because I normally get the ones from a well-known shopping site that I'm not sure if I can mention with this going on YouTube. Anyway, line that up, take your time, don't rush, and then it ends up, turn it to you like that, look, that's going to stand up like that, lovely jubbly. So where's my scissors? There you go, just cut my card slightly long, which is nothing unusual for me. Right, now the next one. Now, as you know, we only actually put the tape on the triangle part. If you've seen my other video that was, well, I basically call it Silence of the Lambs because no bugger could hear me. So just tape on here. Make sure you get this the right way up, because remember it's going to stand. Yeah, that's right. And I know what you're thinking, that's so this odd's putting it the wrong way around, but it isn't, because when you stand it, it needs to be right. Now, again on the other side, bit of double-sided. Hope you can still hear me. I'm trying to talk as loud as I can, but I don't want to be shouting at you. It sounds like I'm doing a shouting demo. Well, if you're one of my friends on Facebook, you know that the last 3 days have been kind of rubbish for me. Not sure why, what's going on, but hey. Right, so as you can see, these outer ones I tried to sort of like match up with the middle one slightly. Then you see, pull it back down. I'm not sure where you need to see this. Right, can you get the gist from that? So just a little bit of trimming off that I have to do. You hear me with my big scissors. I always tend to make my squares slightly bigger because I like to trim it straight from the back. It's just a habit I've got. I do it with backing paper as well. I tend to trim from the back on my backing paper. Don't ask me. I have this thing about neat edges. I think it could be some sort of OCD. Right, so can you see that? I'm going to decorate it now. Now I'm going to try and decorate it towards you, which could be a bit of a laugh. Because I'll probably put everything back to front, but hey, we'll have a go at this, shall we? So, on my main topper, which is a nice little butterfly from Monkey Dory kit, and the outer circle, the silver, I actually cut that on my circuit using my gypsy. So, let's have a go at this, shall we? Sarah laugh. Sticky pictures on the back as usual. I normally put some pretty stick on the back of these to help me move them, but I haven't got any, so it's all by trial and error. Right, so that's going there, look, can you see? And then that's going to stand proud like that. Yeah, wonderful. Right, and I'm going to place my butterflies, just making sure that they're not, yeah. So just a couple of hunky dory butterflies. You might notice when I do these demos that I do use a lot of hunky dory stuff, which I do. A couple of sticky fixtures I've put on the back of them. So look, can you see where we're going with this? Hope you can, because I can't. No, only joking. Right, so I'm going to put my little book bar on now, that I call it. So, lifting all them up. That goes like that, by the way. Right, this is going to be a lag because I'm not sure where to put it. Because they've all got to kind of catch on to it. I'm not sure about that. It could be alright there, but anyway, we'll try it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Not a lot I can do about it if it's wrong, is there? Once I've stuck it down, so stick that there. Right. That's going to stand there. That's going to stand there. Didn't I peel that back off? Oh, can you believe that? I left the sticky fix on. Story of my life. That's going to stand there. I'm quite proud of this card because it's the first time we've done it. And it's in front of you lot. It's quite scary really. I'll just put that there. Right, guys, what do you think to that then? That's my dog, by the way, snoring. So, I don't know if you can get that, but that's one side. That's the middle. Oof. And that's the other side. And that's sort of trying to get in the camera view and rubbish. That's it. So, that's my triple twisted easel card. First attempt. I normally do a trial run just with cheap paper, but didn't do it this time. So I'm going to put some gems on it, maybe a bit of glitter, and now this is the good thing, the first person who puts on my blog a comment about this card and this video, I will send this card to them. So come on guys, leave me some feedback. I want to know how my videos are going. Alright then, clocking off. If anybody wants to see any other cards being made, you know, I'll give it a shot for you. Can't promise anything. I've only been card making 6 years, so I'm an amateur. But I'll give it a go. Thanks guys.